Hi, we are starting on a new topic, weather and climate. KQ1, key question. Why do different places experience different weather and climate? You may have come across this. The weatherman is always right, at least on his birthday. It seems to imply that the weatherman may not always be right. The weather forecast may not always be accurately forecasted. I recorded this today on Saturday. The weather today is rainy with thunderstorm and the temperature is 29 degrees Celsius. Now, what are the weather elements? They are cloud cover, rainfall, air pressure, temperature, wind, and relative humidity. Can you think of an interesting acronym to help you remember the weather elements? How about this? Crater. C for cloud cover, R for rainfall, A for air pressure, T for temperature, and yes, I shifted, E. So you have W, wind, and R, relative humidity. Now, what is the difference between weather and climate? Weather is the condition of the atmosphere over the short term, on a daily basis. Climate is about the average condition of the atmosphere over a long period of time, usually over 30 years, the long term. So as I shared with you earlier, weather may not always be accurately forecasted, but pattern is observed in climate according to the climatic types. Now, what is the atmosphere? The atmosphere is a layer of air surrounding the Earth. Temperature. How do we arrive at the temperature that I mentioned earlier, 29 degrees Celsius? That was the mean daily temperature. Okay, sum of hourly temperatures divided by 24 hours. Okay, so I will share with you more about the other temperature readings, but for now, there is the mean daily temperature. How do we describe temperatures? Okay, you will notice in the earlier slide and this slide, I've circled the page numbers where you can find this information in your textbook. So 29 degrees, how do we describe it? Okay, it's considered to be hot, okay, or you can say it's high. Right, so anything above 30 will be considered very hot or very high. And between 10 to 20, warm, and 0 to 10, cool. Okay, a fun fact here, Inuka. Inuka was the first and only polar bear to be born in the tropics. Okay, he passed on in 2018. If your mom and dad brought you to the Singapore Zoo before that, you would have seen him. Okay. Over here, I want to highlight to you two climatic zones, the tropics and the polar. Okay, have a look at this map. So where are the tropics? Okay, as you can see, it's between the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn. And for the temperate zone, okay, from the word temperate, you know that these places, they experience the 4 seasons. Okay, so it'll be from Tropic of Cancer all the way to the Arctic Circle. And for as well as from the Tropic of Capricorn all the way to the Antarctic Circle. Okay, and the remaining zones will be the polar zone. So on this slide, I have summarized for you all the key information and the major latitudes. Okay, something I want to alert you to will be, we describe 0 to 30 degrees north and south as low latitudes, 30 to 60 as the middle latitudes, and above 60 will be considered as the high latitudes. Okay. I've come to the last section, a very important section. How is the Earth warmed? How the Earth is warmed? Okay. The incoming solar radiation, known as SWR shortwave radiation, okay, mainly made up of visible light and UV radiation. All right. So it gets absorbed into the ground, all right, and then re-emitted as LWR. Okay. And LWR will be retained by the atmosphere, okay, because it's being absorbed by the greenhouse gases. And that gives us temperature. That gives us temperature. Okay, so this is how the atmosphere is warmed. Okay, some of the LWR may escape into the into the space. All right. So this is an important section. I want to end off with this section on how the Earth is warmed. You'll find this on textbook 174, and this actually is the greenhouse effect. It's an extremely important process because it keeps us warm. All right, that's the end of this video, and I look forward to see you soon.